is all about Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002 or the RA 9165. So the Republic Act number 9165 or the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002 protects citizens from the harmful effects of dangerous drugs to their physical and mental well-being. According to the policy, here some which are considered as unlawful acts and are subjects to penalties and fines. Okay? To enlighten you everyone, the Republic Act number 9165 or the Comprehensive Drugs Act of 2002, each act carries legal implications and penalties designed to protect public health and safety. Now, letter A, we have the importing of dangerous drugs and or controlled precursors and essential chemicals, narcotic, drugs, and psychotropic substance. So the definitions is importing refers to the bringing dangerous drugs, narcotic, substance or precursors and essential chemicals into the country without legal permission. So this includes drugs classified as illegal under the law. So the penalties is importations of this substance is serious offense punishable by the lengthy imprisonment and hefty fines as it contribute to the ability of dangerous drugs with the community. Now letter B, we have the selling, trading, administering, dispensing, delivering, distributing, and transporting dangerous drugs and or controlled precursors and essential chemicals. So, engaging in any of these activities with dangerous drugs or controlled substance constitutes a violation of the law. This includes selling drugs, distributing them to the others, or transportation them for sale. So, penalties, individuals found guilty of this action face serve penalties including long prison terms and substantial financial fines, reflecting the seriousness of drugs trafficking and distributions. Okay, letter C, we have the maintaining a drug den, drive, or resort. So the operating a place where illegal drug use is facilitated or encouraged, such as drug den or resort, is illegal. This include locations where individuals gather to use drugs. So penalties, those who maintain such as establishment can face heavy fines and imprisonment aimed at dismantling environments that promote drugs use. Okay, letter D, so we have the manufacturing of dangerous drugs and or controlled precursors and essential chemicals. So the act of producing, creating, or synthesizing dangerous drugs or their precursors without legal authority falls under these violations. Okay, the penalties is manufacturing illegal drugs carries serve penalties including lengthy imprisonment and significant fines due to the harmful impact of drugs productions on communities. Letter E, manufacturing or delivering of equipment, instrument, apparatus, or others paraphernalia for dangerous drugs or controlled precursors and essential chemicals. So this includes producing or supplying items used in the manufacture, administration, or the consumption of drugs such as syringes, pipe, and other drug-related paraphernalia. So the penalties, individuals involved in this activity may face legal penalties, emphasizing the importance of controlling not just the drugs themselves, but also the tools used for their consumption and productions. Okay. Letter F. So letter F is possessing dangerous drugs, equipment, instrument, apparatus, or other paraphernalia. Now, having dangerous drugs or related paraphernalia without legal authorization is punishable offense. This includes both in drugs and any tools used of their consumption or production. So penalties possessions of drugs or related items can result in fines and imprisonment depending on their quantity and type of substance involved. Now, letter G, we have possessing dangerous drugs during parties, social gatherings, or meetings. Possessions of dangerous drugs in social situations such as the parties or the gatherings is especially addressed by the Act. This provision targets instances where drugs may be used in these group settings. The penalties engaging in this behavior can lead serious illegal consequences, including fines and imprisonment, as it reflects a disregard for the law in social context. Okay? Letter H, we have the cultivating or culturing plants classified as dangerous drugs or sources of such. Okay? So growing or cultivating plants that are recognized as source of dangerous drugs like marijuana, opium, or poppy is strictly prohibited. So the penalties cultivating such as plants can result in severe penalties including imprisonment and fines reflecting the law. Emphasize on preventing drugs production at all stage. And the last is the I, unnecessary prescribing dangerous drugs. So this refers to healthcare professionals prescribing dangerous drugs without a legitimate medical need, which can lead to misuse and addictions. Okay, the penalties is healthcare providers found guilty of this offense may face professional sanctions, fines, and even imprisonment, as it undermines the integrity of medical practices and public health care. So, each of these unlawful acts outlined in the Comprehensive Dangerous Act of 2002 is intended to protect public health and safety by addressing the various phases of drugs-related activities. So the penalties associated with this offense reflect the seriousness of drugs crisis in the government, of commitment of combating illegal drugs, use and trafficking in here in the Philippines. Okay, through this regulation, the Act aims to create a healthier and safer society for all citizens. So the next topic is all about Consumer Act or the Republic Act 7394. So the Republic Act number 7394 or the Consumer Act of the Philippines is the act focuses on several key strategies aimed at protecting consumers from health and safety hazards, so as well as deceptive and unfair sales practices. Okay, so Republic Act number 7394 or the Consumer Act of the Philippines has three objectives with Galveston et al. In 2009. So number one, we have the protect the interests of the consumers. Number two, promote his or her general welfare. And number three, establish the standards of conduct for businesses and industry. So number one is to achieve the objective. The Act aims to protect people against hazard to health and safety and deceptive and unfair sales act and practices in like the policy mandates for information, disseminations, and education to facilitate sound choice and proper exercise of rights by the consumers. So, number one, we have the protections against hazard to health and safety. So, the Act places a strong emphasis on ensuring that products sold in the market are safe for consumers. This includes establishing safety standards for goods, services, and facilities. Manufacturers and sellers are held responsible for ensuring that their products do not pose health risks to consumers. So, these protections extend to a variety of products, including food, um, pharmaceuticals, household items, and more. By enforcing strict safety regulations, the Act aims to minimize accidents, injuries, and health issues arising from the unsafe products. Number two, we have the Prevention of Deceptive and Unfair Sales Act the practices. So the Consumer Act prohibits this deceptive practices that mislead consumers, such as the false advertising, misleading products claims, and unfair pricing tactics. Okay, so these includes regulations on how products are marketed and the informations that must be disclosed to consumers. For instance, businesses must provide accurate description of their products and avoid practices that could misrepresent the quality or functionality of their goods. So the goal is to create a fair, marketplace where consumers can trust the information provided by businesses, allowing them to make informed purchasing and decisions. And number three, we have the information dissemination and educations. To empower consumers to make sound choices, the Act mandates the dissemination of information in consumer education initiatives. So this involves providing consumers with essential knowledge about their rights and responsibilities, as well as guidance on how to recognize safe products and identity unfair practices. So public awareness campaigns, workshops, and educational materials can help consumers understand the importance of quality assurance and means to report violations. So by fostering an informed consumer base, an act enhances the ability of individuals to assert their rights and make decisions that align with their interest well-being. Now, through this strategy, the Consumer Act of the Philippines aims to create a safe and equitable marketplace for all consumers. So by protecting individuals from health hazard and deceptive practices, and so promoting education and awareness, the act not only safeguard consumer interests but also encourage ethical business practices. This holistic approach contributes to a robust consumer protections framework that supports a healthy economy and empowers individuals to make informed choices. Okay, next one. The Consumers Act also covers the quality and safety of different products like food, drugs, cosmetics, and devices. So the policy also promotes the protection of citizens against hazardous substances that may be in sale. Hence, proper labeling the fair packaging shall be required for all the products being sold. The Republic Act Number 7394 or the Consumer Act of the Philippines plays a crucial role in ensuring the quality of and safety of various products available in the market. So, here's a detailed explanation of how the Act addresses the product quality, safety, and labeling requirements. So, number one, we have the quality and safety of products. So, the Act of mandates that all foods products must meet specific safety and quality standards to protect consumers from harmful substance and ensure that the quality or the food is safe for consumption. This includes regulations regarding food handling, processing, and preparation, as well ensuring that food products are free from contaminants and harmful additives. Now, drugs. The Act regulates pharmaceutical products to guarantee their safety and efficacy. It requires that all drugs and medicines undergo rigorous testing and approval process before they can be sold to consumer. So this ensures that the consumer receive only safe and effective medications. Next is we have the cosmetics. The Act of covers cosmetics by requiring manufacturers to ensure that the products are safe for use. So this includes prohibiting the sale of cosmetics containing harmful ingredients or substances that may pose health risks to consumers. Next, we have the devices. Medical devices and health-related equipment are also included under the Act. So, per view, manufacturers must comply with safety standards ensuring that devices are effective and do not pose risk to users. So, this includes everything from surgical instrument to home and health monitoring devices. Number 2, we have the protection against hazardous substance. So the Consumer Act promotes the protections of citizens against hazardous substance that may be sold in market. So this includes regulating the sale of products that contain toxic or dangerous materials. So the Act requires thorough assessments to ensure that such substances do not pose a risk to consumer health and safety. Number 3, we have the proper labeling and fair packaging. So labeling requirements is the Act of mandates proper labeling of all consumers' products to provide essential information to consumers. So labels must include important details such as the product's ingredients, usage instructions, expiration dates, and safety warnings. This transparency helps consumer make informed choice and understand the products they purchasing. Next, we have the fair packaging. The policy emphasize fair packaging practices means that products should not only be appealing but also provide accurate information about the contents. So misleading packaging that could deceive consumer about the quantity or quality or nature of the products is prohibited. This ensured that consumer can trust the information presented on the packaging. So in summary, the Consumer Act of the Philippines is essential protecting consumers by ensuring the quality and safety products such as food, drugs, cosmetics, and devices by enforcing regulations on hazardous substance proper labeling and fair packaging. The Act fosters an environment where consumers can public health and safety while they promoting ethical business practices within the marketplace. Okay, so next one. Aside from healthcare, health information products and health services also play important role in aspiring and improving in the well-being of persons. So health services which are also covered under the Consumer Act are also availed by consumer. One from health services is complementary in alternative medicine. Now, health services are essential component of the Consumer Act of the Philippines. So as they contribute significantly to the well-being and overall health of individuals. Now, number 1, we have the importance of health services. Health services encompass a wide range of professional services that help individuals maintain or improve their health. So these services include preventive care, medical treatment, rehabilitation, and wellness programs. So access to quality health services is crucial for individuals to manage their health effectively, address medical concern, and enhance their quality of life. Number 2, we have the health service under the Consumer Act. So the Consumer Act recognizes the importance of health services, protecting the consumers' rights and promoting public health. So it mandates that health services must meet certain standards to ensure that consumers receive safe and effective care. So these include regulations on health care, provides medical facilities, and the overall delivery of health services. Number 3, we have the complementary alternative medicine, or the CAM. So the complementary and alternative medicine refers to the diverse range of health practices, products, and therapies that are not typically part of conventional medical treatments. So CAM includes practices such as the acupuncture, herbal medicine, chiropathic care, and homeopathy, and mindful-based therapies. And we have the role in health services. CAM plays a significant role in this health services landscape by offering additional options for individuals seeking manage their health and wellness. So many consumers turn to a CAM for preventive care, pain management, and holistic approaches to health. So this inclusion of CAM in the Consumer Act reflects the growing recognition of the importance of integrative health practices in promoting overall well-being. Number 4, we have the consumer protection in health services. The Consumer Act emphasizes the need for transparency and safety and need services including the CAM. So key aspects of consumers protection in this context include the regulations of practitioners. The Act ensures that practitioners of CAM are properly trained and licensed, thereby safeguarding consumers by unqualified providers. Number 2, we have the information dissemination. Health services must provide accurate information about the therapies offered, including potential risks and benefits, so consumers can make informed choices. Number 3, and lastly, quality standards. The Act established standards for the safety and efficacy and health services, ensuring that all treatments, including CAM, meet acceptable health and safety guidelines. So, in conclusion, health services are vital aspects of the Consumer Act of the Philippines, playing a crucial role in enhancing individual well-being and public health by including complementary alternative medicine under the purview. The Act recognizes the diverse approaches to health that consumers may seek. The focus on consumer protections, regulations, and quality standards ensure that individuals can access safe, effective, and reliable health services, thereby promoting information, decision-making, and improving all and overall health outcomes.